position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Allegiant Stadium, home of the Raiders, right here in Las Vegas, Nevada. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Bowling Green Falcons, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Fresno State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The running back has it. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21. Let's talk about Bowling Green for a minute. They had quite the ride last year, made it to the semifinals, couldn't finish the deal. Regression or redemption?
And today we're going to find out, and that's what's cool. Last year did not finish the way they wanted to, but they did get to the playoff. That is an accomplishment. Now, did that raise the level of intensity for these guys for a whole offseason, Jesse, and do they come out better?
I think it has. I think the sense of urgency on this team has actually gone up. There were a lot of people patting them on the back last year. Yeah, you didn't win it all, but you made it to the playoff. Nice job. They're hungrier than they were a season ago. Let's see if that shows itself here today.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Power football with the run. Got enough for the first. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Rides the back on the option, the give. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
He'll throw it. Zings it complete to the right. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Here's the handoff. Breaks it to the open. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to spell it with a first down at the 31.
First down. Physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Great job by the defense not falling asleep on that play. Like, you're right there in that fringe area, this part of the field where offenses will get a little bit aggressive and try to throw the football because they kind of think the field's shrinking. It's harder to run. Nice job staying on it, staying disciplined, and executing by this defense.
The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Cooper. Buying some time as he moves left. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, if I'm the offensive line, I got to do a better job initially protecting my quarterback. And then once he scrambles out of that pocket, he starts to go to the left, I got to stick with the play because then he gets whacked at the end of the play. And instead of helping my quarterback up, I got to make sure I protect him a lot better moving forward.
Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And that's exactly what you want as a coach. You want to drive the ball down the field and get some form of points to create some momentum for your squad to start the season. How about the kicker? 1 for 1 in the year. He's perfect.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Miles. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. He might want another play. He'll start this drive going to the air. Under fire. Oh, he's going to go up top. He's got it inside the 30. And he's brought down after making the big catch, but not before he picks up more than 40.
A lot of times when you go to the stat sheet after the game, defenses are going to look at explosive plays. Like, we're taught to be top down, stay deep. Don't give up those big plays. Make them earn it all the way down the field. Bad job giving up the big play in the passing game.
And that one is why offenses are hungry for big, big plays. They've got it 1st and 10, threatening inside the 30. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away. All right, guys, let's chat about Fresno State. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working. Because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they can do something very special this season.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Throws for the tight end. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the 1st down. Really good job when this play went off script, and that's the job of a tight end. Find the soft spot and stay in the quarterback's field of vision.
Yeah, and it's just frustrating to play this kind of style of quarterback. That's always going to extend the play, make it harder on you as a defense. You got to guard longer at the back end, and just did a nice job getting outside the pocket and getting it to the big fella at tight end.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing it.
Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now, and I'm using my athleticism, and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Find some fresh air to the 33-yard line and a 1st down for this offense. He's up to 49 yards rushing in this game. What a way to start the new season. Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Got room to work. There he goes. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
And the Falcons will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that 1st down. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. Looking to pass, it's Cooper. Moving out of the pocket. Looking down the left side. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
I love the defense's approach on this drive. They didn't panic. They gave up some yards, but what did they do? They forced a 3rd down, a predictable situation, played great discipline, broke on the football, and forced a big interception.
Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on 1st down. Lofts one deep down the right side. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Catch in the middle, it's Leonard. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And I love when you understand understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's throwing over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. And the defense had its hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, your goal of a defense is to stop them, is to force punts, and then this is just gravy. Now they go for it on 4th down and medium. On their side of the field, you get the big stop and a chance to switch the momentum here in the first half.
Going to the running game. And some room to work. Across the 15. And they pick up the first down in what might be the last play here in the first quarter. That's the end of the period. Fresno State has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Off the play fake. Under fire. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Falcons. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Utah found a way to pick up the W, and a win is a win. But this was not the type of convincing victory they've gotten used to in Salt Lake City. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
And after a successful run like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
Wrestled down at the 32 after a pickup of 5.
And you know what? The best 3rd down offenses don't get the 3rd down. Really good job by the offense running the football. You could tell the defense got caught a little bit off guard, got a nice gain, popped one, got a 1st down. Who needs 3rd downs if you can just pound it down their throat on 2nd down?
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Back to pass. Finds his man in the middle. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
Well, these wide receivers work the middle of the field. So much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Fresno State moving it quickly down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Dickerson. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover, and you saw a great example of it with that running back.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Looking to throw again. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. He throws back across and into the defense. A dangerous play. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
And that receiver had nobody around. That has got to be embarrassing for the defense. When you let someone that deep downfield go completely uncovered.
And the Bulldogs have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Fresno State.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring this one out. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Dropping back, it's Cooper. Fires to the big fella. Oh, he's got some space. Tackled at the 25, but they get out of jail with a 15-yard pickup.
Nice catch by the big tight end. Nice job holding on to the football, getting the 1st down. But I tell you what, I love the physicality by the defense. I love how they're making him pay every time he catches the football. Later on, he might be less likely to want to reach his arms out there and try to catch that thing.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down. To the air on 1st down. They're working that left side. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The Falcons with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 1st downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
And the Falcons have it with a 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. He's up to 55 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form. The Falcons in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Gives it on the option. And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the 1st down.
And the Falcons back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Looking to throw, it's Cooper. Moves away as he feels pressure. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand. He gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. One drive has already ended with a field goal. They'll try to do it again, this time a rather long one from 46 yards out. Right down the boulevard. It's now a 1-point game, 14-13. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Falcons will line up to kick off and start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Miles. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the 3rd quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like, the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
They'll try the run. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
The Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Making side adjustments here. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. That's caught. It's Dickerson. Turning it on. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
The throw. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Taking it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to Motion from the back. Looking to throw, it's Cooper. Using the quick game. And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field. And the DB just can't stay with them because of his speed. And as a result, they give up a big one.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Wants to fire on second down. Snags it. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
This defense is flying around with bad intentions. How about the stick the defender just laid on the tight end?
And the Falcons have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Touchdown, Bowling Green! They take the lead with the 6. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. To the air, it's Cooper. He's got it for the 2. Almost in, but they'll say he didn't make it, inches away from the touchdown. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Miles. He's got a lot of confidence to bring that ball out of the end zone, but it didn't work out this time, out of bounds at the 16. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Flushed out of the pocket. Going right and going deep. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. The timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted, messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes and where it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
Extending the play. Complete to the right. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
second and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Grab behind the line. It's Cooks. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Fresno State moving it quickly down the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
Finds his man. It's Jensen. He goes out of bounds right at the 30. Good pickup on that one.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Wants to go up top on first down. Steps away. Unleashes one. Picked off to stop the threat. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26.
Coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Falcons can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll go to the ground. Breaks into the open. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, BG. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Miles. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on first down. Snagged out of the air. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. That's the end of the period. Bowling Green is on top. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So first down will open up the final period. Might be changing the route. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense set for a first down play. They'll move the wide receiver. He's looking to pass. Now adjusting. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks to...
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And the Falcons come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And now the lead is even bigger. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. Fielded in the end zone, it's Miles. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. It's complete on the right side. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. Fresno State right back to the line.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know,
He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
At this point in the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
They get him down, but they'll mark it beyond the line to gain. It's 1st down, Fresno State. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Just keep slinging it. Quick strike complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody in bounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw 1st downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Looking for a deep man. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Takes it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
The #1 objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Bowling Green has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give from the gun. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Falcons come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll immediately call timeout. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. There he goes. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
How about that? You got the lead late in the game. Get some first downs. Salt this clock away. This is the exact position you want your offense in.
Imposing their will, right, David? I mean, we know we're running it. You know we're going to run it. We're trying to ice this game. There's nothing you can do to stop it.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And it's nice to be an offense coordinator and go, all right, run it. Like, run it again. Run it again. 5 straight runs, moving the sticks, all easy, high-percentage runs, keeping the ball on the ground. They must think they have a physical advantage up front.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. The give to the back. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. This field goal unit getting some serious run. They've already been out there 3 times. The kicker will try it again. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that lead grows even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Kansas State was able to squeak one out in front of those home fans in the Little Apple. In fact, I think in the end, the difference may have been those K-State fans who will enjoy this win. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. He's taking a deep shot. What a spectacular spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Running back searching for a hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Cooper. Firing to the right, complete. Oh, he's got some space. And he's able to bounce off 1 tackle for a solid pickup.
Fresno State, 20.